What is up, my friends? We had some epic games last night. Let's break some of them down. First off, I want to start with the first game of the night, the Thunder at the Knicks. This was a great game. I really liked it because I think it showed me a couple things for both teams. First, I want to start with the Thunder. They played well. They're still down men, and they don't have their full complement of everything they're trying to do. But they're playing well. I like how they were running things through Chet at the end because this is the next step for them and him is for Chet to be more of an offensive force, an offensive hub. There was one play he caught her on the wing. He had somebody smaller on him, not stronger, but smaller, and he backed him down, and shot a fadeaway over towards the baseline, towards his right shoulder, right? It's a tough shot for a big guy like that. That's an awesome shot. And if he can keep building that, this is really going to take the Thunder to the next level. One of the bad things I saw with the Thunder is I'm really like Lou Dort. I know the fouling, I guess, is really hot right now with him and with the foul he did on Jokic is really hot right now. But offensively, he really just like is not good. Like I don't besides the word I don't know what other words I want to say, besides he's just not good. There's plenty of times that he tried to make plays. He should have got an offensive foul, or I think he did get an offensive foul on one. One he drove baseline that didn't go well at all. And it's like that spot hopefully will be J Dub here soon. And then hopefully that'll be Wallace and Shea and J Dub or Caruso instead of Dort. So getting Dort out of there will help a lot. It'll hurt their defense a bit, but offensively, he doesn't flow with the team right now. And I feel like this is the odd man out. I don't know why they didn't try Jared McCain. Might as well go with him, right? And see if you have something there. But eventually, I feel like the Jared McCain trade was a way to kind of push Lou Dort out. The next game I want to talk about is the Hornets absolutely boat racing the Celtics. This, I don't know about you, but me, this was kind of shocking. I did not. I thought I love the Hornets. They're playing out of their mind. I love Khan. LaMelo Ball has turned a corner, and Brandon Miller is is looking like a complete stud. But to see them go into Boston with another team that's playing really, really good, as we're going to go through some of the records in the league right now, going through, they're playing well, and Charlotte just beat the crap out of them. And every time I looked up, every time I turned them on or changed the channel back and forth, it just never got closer. The Celtics could never break through. They just couldn't stop them. And I think it's very underrated. Charlotte's defense is good, like really, really good. And they're not like going to shut anybody down. They're not like OKC, but they're just tough. They just make things tough. And on defense, if you don't have an elite rim guy like Wemby or elite perimeter guys like OKC with Dort and Caruso and Wallace and J Dub and even Shea to an extent, you just got to make stuff difficult. You just have to make things difficult. And the Hornets just make offense difficult for the opposing team. And you don't get offensive rebounds when you play the Hornets. They grab so many defensive rebounds, and it's the whole team. And I love seeing it. There was a couple plays last night where LaMelo Ball was the one blocking out and grabbing rebounds. I think it was this game or the last game they played. I took note of a couple of those plays. It's like, man, he is just in there banging with the big guys and getting these defensive rebounds, which allows his scorers, Khan and Brandon Miller, to leak out. And it allows Musa, or as Eric Collins likes to say, Moose, right? Allows him to sprint out, right? This team is really, really good. Offensively, they just don't stop ever. It's like it's like a team of just Clay Thompsons just running around constantly, and like Ray Allen or like Rip Hamilton, guys like that just never stop moving. The whole team never stops moving. Khan and Miller are fantastic. Miles Bridges, this is the best he's really ever looked and played. He may not be doing as much, but he's playing well. And Musa is just a freaking animal, right? He just never stops. But I think the biggest thing for the Hornets is LaMelo Ball Just when he gets on, like he had a few of those. I'm sure you've seen them. Those step back 1 foot threes. That is just backbreaking. That to me, what he is doing is very similar. Don't get your panties in a bunch here. Very similar to Steph. And when Steph gets on heater, or even when he's not, but when he hits a three, a lot of them are just backbreaking. They just like demoralize the other team. When Ball is doing that dance, 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 and then he takes a 30-footer off of 1 foot and doesn't even touch the rim, those are backbreaking. Those are demoralizing, and they have that. The way they shoot threes and the way they play, everything they do is just very like it just like demoralizes the other team. And that's what I saw with the Celtics is they were just like trying and trying and just they could not get back into it. That was a really, really, really good game. I really like to see how the Celtics tried, but they just couldn't get back, and how the Hornets were just putting it on them. And the third game I want to talk about right here is this Jazz and Sixers. And really, the only reason I want to talk about this one is the Sixers. I just feel bad for them because man, they could be really good if with Embiid and George, but it's just not there. Like I'm really liking Jabari Walker. He's playing well with them. Obviously, I like Maxi and VJ. Man, if they just had Embiid and Paul George, it would be freaking awesome. And then there's the Jazz. This team is doing everything in their power to lose. But look at these games. They're still playing. Keon, Keontae George, 30 points. This team is good. If when they come back next year and they're gonna have everybody healthy, hopefully Triple J, Lowry, and Kessler are all healthy. And if they can get their top 8 pick and get like a guy that can come in and play, his team is gonna be hard, 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 hard to play against. Okay, what I wanted to finish off with here is the best record in the NBA since January 1st. You can see it right here. Best record since January 1st. The Pistons, obviously, they have the best record overall, so they're probably going to have the best record since January 1st. But you can see these are the teams playing the best, playing the absolute best. Pistons, we can see that. Spurs, they're playing really well. This one was kind of shocking to me, the Cavs. I'm not a firm believer in the Cavs. I would not put them this high on a ranking list on how I think they're going to do in the playoffs or get to the finals, just because James Harden and with all the injuries this past season, how are they going to deal with that? But look at this one, the Hornets. In this one, if you break it down, I didn't want to do it too much, but if you break it down, I think it was like January, the end of January. I think they're like 16-3. This team is like flowing, and well, like I just went over the beatdown of the number 5 team, the Celtics. This team is playing out of their mind. But then you got the Celtics and Thunder, which you would expect. Clippers, not surprised. They have cooled off a little bit lately when they after they got rid of Zoo and Harden. But they're still playing well. And then the Timberwolves and Rockets still trying to play around a little bit, right? Still, they're not going away. And round out the top 10 with the Toronto Raptors. Now, of these 10 teams going into the playoffs, finishing out the year, going into the playoffs, the finals predictions that I have was one was in here, the other one not in here. All the way down here at number 17 with a 15-14 record since January 1st. I don't love this. I really, really do not love this because they are my finals pick. They are my NBA champion pick for Jokic to get another title and be cemented as a top 10 player of all time. It's just a little scary. Now, do I think they're going to turn around? Yes, I do. I feel like the injuries are going to get better. They're going to come back. They're going to be able to play. Even if it's not at their absolute best, they're going to be better. But of these top 10 teams, I really think if the Hornets can get, if when they get to the 7th or 8th seed, I really feel bad for the Pistons and the Celtics because that is going to be hard. Like, as the Celtics just found out last night, when the Hornets are going, they're going, and they are going to put in that work on you. Okay, Spurs playing out of their mind. The Thunder, again, I said this in a video earlier in the week. The Thunder's main goal right now is not as much winning as it is getting people playing together and getting people healthy. That's their biggest thing. Spurs, on the other hand, they're just trying to win, 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 and prove everybody wrong. I am quite intrigued by these two. What are these two going to be able to do? Because talent wise, Timberwolves and the Rockets are up here. They're just not playing like that consistently. So, what are they going to do? What are they going to do when they're in the playoffs, when they get there? Which version of them is showing up? The version of them that has all the talent in the world, has a super duper star in Ant, has a superstar in Shengun, Thompson, and Durant, right? What are these teams going to do? Because if they play to their potential and they are playing their best ball come playoff time, they can win the West. They 100% can win the West. They can dethrone the Thunder and they can battle the Spurs and my title team all the way down here at 17. So since January 1st, you could see the records, and these are the teams playing the best ball going into the playoffs. So I'm excited to see how this finishes out with about 20 to 25 games left for each team. I'm excited to see it and see where this leads us into the playoffs. There you go, my friends. A little daily breakdown of what's going on in the Great Association. Went through a couple games from last night and the best records in the league since January 1st. If you like what you heard and what you saw, of course you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Check out this other video that is of me that you're probably going to like too. Come along for the ride. We're having some fun over here. Thanks, guys. Talk next time.